As some of you may know, I have a Duck Octagon V2 that I still haven't built. That's a story for another time, but I still needed to get my 75% fix. So, I bought a Drevo Gramr. I bought this keyboard on Amazon, and I chose brown switches. At this time, the keyboard $39.99. Let's start off this review by talking about the box. The box is made out of cardboard, nothing too special. It's got its company logo, the name of the keyboard, designations telling you what color the keyboard is and what switches it has. What I did find peculiar is that the back of the keyboard says Drevo Gramr, which is actually another one of their keyboards. When you open up the box, you find a keyboard, obviously, but what really stood out to me was the fact that it had a keyboard shield. The last keyboard that I bought that had a keyboard shield was the KUL ES87. I really like these. They protect your keyboard from dust or from anything else that might fall on it. What else do you find in the box? You find a warranty card. You find a little instruction manual detailing keyboard shortcuts. You've got a sticker, and you also have a keycap puller. If you're ever planning on changing your keycaps out to something nicer, maybe GMK, Signature Plastics, do not use this. This will damage, this will scratch your keycaps. Use the wire ones. Let's start from the front of the keyboard. The legends on this keyboard are nothing to write home about, but the keycaps are indeed double shot. If you're ever planning on changing these, pay special attention to the bottom row. You'll notice that the right Alt, FN, and Control keys are all 1 unit, and the right Shift is 1.75 units. When you look at the back of the keyboard, you'll see the company logo and the serial number, the name of the keyboard, Gramr84, which is unlike what was depicted on the back of the box. You'll also notice 4 rubber feet so that your keyboard doesn't slide around. And if you need to angle your keyboard a little bit more, you've got stands. The keyboard also has 3 channels in which the USB cable can go out of. Speaking of USB cable, it's braided. It looks like the cable is very well secured with this plastic piece. Anyway, let's open up the keyboard and see its internals. I've successfully taken apart the keyboard. There were no screws. The 2 parts were just held on together with clips. On the bottom piece, you see the words KeyCool. So the Drevo is actually a KeyCool keyboard. Knowing that this is a KeyCool case totally puts things into perspectives. For example, this plastic piece that I was telling you all about earlier, it's actually there to cover up that hole where the detachable USB cable went. In fact, if you look inside the case, you'll see that that's a hole for a USB Mini B. The top half is super flimsy. In fact, it looks a little bit warped. This is the Gramr's PCB. There are no markings on it whatsoever indicating who made it. So it could be KeyCool, could be someone else. The only markings I can see are the date, 2016, November 29th. You'll also notice that the diodes are through-hole instead of the usual surface mount. Nothing wrong with that. But as you inspect the quality of the soldering job, you'll see some issues. For example, this and this. But for $39, what are you expecting? The keyboard actually works just fine. So if you take the spacebar off of this keyboard, you'll see that that regular slit that most plates have is gone. It's taped over with this rubber substance. I think this is a great idea. You don't want to get any debris onto your PCB. The Drevo Gramr uses Otemu switches. To me, they feel just a tiny bit scratchier than Cherry, but it's nothing that I'd notice during actual usage. Only time will tell if they last as long as Cherry. This is the amazing Chocolatier keycap set, and unfortunately, I'm not sure if it's the keyboard, the switch, the keycaps, or some combination of them, but SA keycaps cause some switches to stick, and it's pretty bad. These are cherry style stabilizers, but they rattle a lot. You'll have to apply some lube to settle them down a bit. This keyboard has white backlighting. Here's a quick demo of some of its lighting schemes. Despite the quality issues like that extra solder, my overall take on this keyboard is that it's pretty good. And for $39, it's probably the best you'll get at that price point. Do keep in mind that they use Otemu switches, which are still new and you don't know how long they'll last. In fact, as I showed you earlier, if you use SA keycaps, some of those keys do stick. If you guys are planning on buying this keyboard, I am an Amazon affiliate and you can click on the links below. By doing so, you help support this channel and help me create even better and more videos. If you guys like what you see, tell me by giving me a like, comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Till next time. Are you looking for your first mechanical keyboard? Or maybe you're a seasoned enthusiast seeing what's new out there. You are at the right place. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for my next couple videos.